Welcome. In front of me I have the Logitech G316 X, and I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the keyboard itself. So, some of the features that we have right here already listed. This is basically almost a full-size keyboard. We have 8000 Hz pull rate, tactile brown switches, about 16.8 million colors for RGB lighting, and LightSync as well as... oh, that's about it. Now, some of the things that automatically surprised me by looking at this is the fact that it looks like this is just wired keyboard. And it definitely doesn't come in a greatest price for being a wired keyboard. Okay, so down here we just got an instruction, so I'm just gonna leave that in there. It's not like any one of us actually care about that. Cable wise, just a typical cable. It's not very malleable right here, as you can see. So it's a bit more stiff than I would probably like it. It's a type C to type A. And then the keyboard itself. So there we go. Wow, these have like a very feelable step where they actually get actuated. See if I can actually show this. So there's like a very feelable step where it lets go. So obviously they're not linear. We have the little scroll wheel right here. There is a display, which I'm going to plug it in so we can see that. I can just do it with this. There we go. Wow, that's pretty vibrant in terms of color and brightness. We have some G animation. I don't have Logitech soft writing installed. Let's quickly check. Or do I? No, I do not. Okay, so yeah, I don't have Logitech G Hub installed, so I won't be able to do anything extra right here. But it looks like we have some volume rocker right here. Does this do anything? Okay. Anyway, first impression of the keyboard itself, it feels very plasticky. Jesus, it's so like flimsy. I don't know if you can see this. This is just kind of bending like easily. Now let's unplug it. Let's quickly see. Does it have... ooh, there is a bit of a flex. So okay, I probably won't be able to show this, but actually you can still see it just kind of even here like bend down. It's not the most, definitely not the most sturdy. The keys themselves seem fine. Let's see what they are actually. Okay, I guess we have a hot-swappable switches. Okay, so these are double shot, as you can see. In terms of sound profile, let's quickly get a listen to it. Okay, so obviously for, what is it, like $130 I think that this costs, if not more. I'm going to quickly check how much it would convert to. Let's see here. Okay, $120. So for 120 bucks, I can't say this is like super fantastic keyboard. Logitech feels like recent and like I wouldn't even say recent timing, for some time now, have been really riding on their name. They used to make great things. I really enjoyed using a bunch of their stuff back in the day. But these things are, I would say, a little bit too expensive for what it is. It's a freaking RGB keyboard that is even wired only. Doesn't have any kind of wireless capabilities. As you can see, there's no switch to connect or anything like that. The design right here seems freaking lame. Even furthermore, there is no adjustable feet right here at the back. Because God forbid you have to put a little bit more plastic in here. That would cost a bit too much. Even though they're charging $120 for it. Cool gimmick is the display that is right here. And the dial, but it's not something that is like absolutely out of the realm of, you know, of expectations at this price point, or even lower ones. So for instance, something like Keychron, I can tell you, will offer basically the same kind of keyboards, and we'll also have, you know, a little display, maybe not as nice as this one. I do want to say this this specific display right here being recessed and kind of blending, it looks pretty good. It's also kind of a low resolution. I do want to also mention that it, as you can see, there's not much to it. But it does the job, and it looks okay. It looks fitted to the keyboard. Now, that's not something that you might see with every keyboard. Typically, just a more of an RGB, very low resolution display, like a typical display. Here, this is more like something like Asus's Matrix displays, which is just a bunch of LEDs, and that's about it. But like I said, Keychron can offer basically the same thing, but with better build quality for potentially even less. So this just seems a bit meh. I do want to mention though, because this is something that looks pretty good, the lighting here. The lighting is definitely one of the better selling points of this keyboard. There is very little spill between the buttons from the lighting. And the lighting itself is super vibrant, super bright, very nice looking, clear, even in this lit environment, which not every keyboard can do this well. And obviously, because it's a double shot, you clearly can see the glow through each letter. So that's pretty good. But just generally, the build of it seems a bit more towards flimsy side. The lack of adjustable feet and any kind of wireless connectivity also seems like a bit of a mistake, I would say. So yeah, it's kind of weird considering they're trying to, for instance, pair these keyboards even on their own website with something like this, the G316 X mouse, which is a Lightspeed mouse with a dongle built in that you can just pop out from the underside. So it's kind of funny that something that they would pair with a wireless mouse, they're making a wired only. So it's just my take right here. Obviously, you might like it. I don't know. If I would be buying a keyboard, I would probably look at something else rather than Logitech, just because it seems like they just want a little bit too much for what this is. So anyway, that's about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.